Hello again. Today we will take a look at the 6-step decision-making process. I am Mr. Reed, and I will guide you through this 6-step process to make your decisions a snap. First off, we will become familiar with the 6-step decision-making process. Armed with this new skill set, making decisions will be a snap. I did not know these steps at your age, so I had to learn many lessons the hard way. You will not have to feel my pain if you master these steps. Step 1. Consider the decision with your values. What would you have to ask yourself in this situation? Does the action fit with what I believe? And what do you believe? What are values? It's not hard to make these decisions once you know what values are, especially your values. Calmness, loyalty, acceptance, self-respect, self-control, flexibility, creativity, kindness, responsibility. These are only a few of the many values that people can have and keep in mind when they're making decisions. Step 2. Consider the decision with your goals. Another question you'd ask yourself in this situation is, will this action take me closer to or farther away from where I want to be in the future? If you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. You have to have a goal in mind, and keep your goal in mind when you're making decisions, because each and every step you take must move you towards your goal. Step 3. Consider the benefits. The appropriate question would be, what are the positive effects of this action? This is the me factor, the what's in it for me, the benefit of the decision you're about to make. It's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it if you take the time to ensure the benefit is worth the choice you're making. In step 4, we look at the opposite end of that. We consider the risk. Question: what could go wrong with this action? What might be a negative outcome? At all costs, we will make our best attempt to avoid the ninjas and pirates and lasers and stuff. We want to hit a sweet spot when we are considering the risks and rewards of every decision that we're faced with. In some cases, it will be glaringly obvious what our risks are. On the same token, it will be very obvious what our rewards are. But we want to look for the happy spot right in between the risk and reward, where there's an acceptable amount of risk for an acceptable amount of reward. And this Venn diagram shows exactly where you want to be in your decision-making process when considering these risks and rewards. Which brings us to step 5 of the 6-step process. I bet you'll never guess it's making the decision. A lot of people balk a little bit when I show them that the 5th step in the decision-making process is to actually make the decision. And there is a question that you ask yourself at this point in the process. What is holding me back from making the decision? Now, we've already weighed the risks and rewards. We've considered it against our values. We're keeping our goal in mind. But sometimes you're still just not ready to make a decision yet. There's obstacles in your way. There's something that's bothering you, and you need to find a way over it, under it, around it, through it. And sometimes it takes help. If you're not ready to make the decision at step 5, you simply go back to step 1 and phone a friend. Talk to somebody who you trust, somebody you respect, somebody whose opinion may help you find clarity in the decision you're about to make. Once you've made that decision, and you've moved on past step 5, which is making the decision, it's time to accept responsibility and evaluate. Several questions come to mind at this phase of the decision-making process. What happened? What was the outcome of the decision you made? Did you do a good job of weighing the benefits and the risks? Are you willing to accept responsibility for a poor choice and plan for a better decision in the future? Every decision we make has a positive or negative outcome. Some have both. A good analysis of every decision we make will make every decision moving forward a little easier, keeping our history in mind. I wish life was this easy. And with the right kind of process followed, your decisions can be almost this easy, to take you to success or failure, closer to or further away from your goal. Time for a quick review. The 6 steps in the decision-making process are accompanied by questions. You can read the questions by yourself, but I will touch on the 6 steps once again. Consider the decision with your values. Consider the decision with your goals. Consider the benefits. Consider the risk. Make the decision or not, because if not, we can go right from making the decision to considering the decision with your values with the help of a friend. And finally, after we've made the decision, we accept responsibility and evaluate. That was a simple and quick look at the 6-step decision-making process. But as simple as it seems, it is very important and can make a huge difference in your life. That's all, folks. Thanks for your time and your attention. Have a great day.